that's not here nor there. Because most motorcycles right now, they can go out there, they can pop wheelies, they can spin out. They don't need to increase horsepower. Um, Now, if you're getting to the big boys, then you don't really want to tell people that, because if you are a manufacturer, you don't want to tell people that you're you're only doubling the horsepower because, well, because it's cool. It's what you want to say, because it means you can accelerate faster as a manufacturer. But if you are doubling the horsepower so the bigger boys can get out there and ride, keep up with the little guys, because the little guys can't go any faster on the higher horsepower bikes anyway, because they'll either spin out or they'll pop wheelies or something else. Because you just want to be able to keep up, being a 400, 450 pound guy. So, and you still want to make the sales to all the guys that are 200 pounds and less, or 185, or whatever it might be. Um, so it's not a it's not a selling statement that you would make. It's more about, you need to make the sales. If you're going to design the bike, you need to make the sales, and you want to make the sales to the largest number of customers. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, but next thing I need to do is make the darn bike pretty, basically, and maybe I'll get around to ordering a muffler and modify the muffler, or modify a muffler to uh, to make it operate better than the whole shot. Anyway, but basically a lot of it's going to be paint. I'm going to have to correct some of the weird mistakes in my early paint stuff that I did, and taking the paint off. I think I'm just going to sand down the clear and put primer on it and start over from the layering. I'm going to rattle can it. I'm not going to do a compressor paint job. I've heard that there's not that much difference between doing a rattle can paint job and a compressor paint job, because most of it has pressurized air behind it, and you always sand between each layer that you're painting down, or that you're putting paint on. So you do numerous paint layers, and you sand down between each, make sure everything's done correctly, and you get all the way to 2-3 clears maybe, or a clear or two, and then you sandpaper that down to even higher grits, so that you have a perfect flat finish that's perfectly done. So it's more about those that have a compressor and do the painting are the ones that are still taking the time to sandpaper. But my situation is, it's not so much my time, it's the time that I would take to sandpaper it. It's the place I'm going to store the compressor, because I don't really have a place to deal with that, or do a full standard paint shop. So that may be interesting to you guys, and what my improvising will be on how to do the painting. But the sandpaper is really the main thing that gives you a nice flat finish. It's a nice finish, as well as sandpapering the last coat to even higher grits. We're talking, 2,000-3,000 grit, or whatever it was. But it's the sandpaper between each of the layers and over the last layer to make sure that you have an absolutely perfect, flat, clear coat. You can buy 2K, which is a 2-component clear, which is typical. What you would do, is what the reason would be, is why you need to buy a compressor, because you have to mix the 2 components, because it has a hardener in it. But now they have spray cans that you can buy. They're kind of on the expensive side, but it costs a lot less than buying a compressor, and a place to store the compressor to do a clear coat. So, and a good clear coat. Anyway, I'm hoping I haven't gone over 32 minutes in this recording, so it all is one recording. But anyway, I did not time it. I probably went past it. Anyway, we'll see if it comes out in 2 pieces. Peace, and love you all. All right.